Happy Thursday. It's the Moosejaw Hour. It is Thursday. Thank you for joining me on episode 42, Going Into the Dark. Or maybe we're the Dark Ages. Who knows? What we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the new Losi, the new side-by-side. Kind of exciting. Looks kind of cool. And we're going to talk about the dark mode of Formula One. Why not? Why is it I think every single team has black on their car for some reason. We'll talk about that. And then there was something else I was going to mention. I forgot. Let's see what I put in the description here. I said I was going to talk about something else. I'm usually prepared. I have it written down, but not tonight because I don't know. I'm just not that prepared. I'm prepared, but not that prepared. In any case, we'll figure it out. We'll talk about whatever comes to mind. So, welcome to Moosejaw Hour. Hit that like, sit back, enjoy, get yourself a nice cool one, and let's talk RC cars. It's a spot. So anyways, first off, let's say who's all here. I see my friend Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix. Outcast. Everybody's saying hello. I love the fact that everybody's just hanging out and talking to each other before I even get here. I'm just like, yeah, I'm here. Here we go. Hello from Visalia. Curtis Knudsen. Hello. I think I've seen you here before. Lars from Astoria. Here we go. He's here. Mike J. Hi, everyone. I have already had my Jello snack. Hey, I look for the days of just Jello and being so excited about it. Or maybe I'll be Burgess Meredith and Grumpy Old Man and just bacon. Bacon and beer. That's for breakfast. All the days. Hello, Dana. How you doing? And also, let's see, we got Orange Taco. Hey, all is well. Pretty good. Can't complain. We're here, and things are working this time, so we're good. I can give Dana a timeout. So tempting. Oh, the power of being a mod. Dad's RC Workbench. Hello, sir. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you again. Wonder if I could get a mod here. We'll have to see. I'm not that big of a deal on the internet yet. I think I got 3. I got Ben. It's the typical mod guys, you know. And Ashley, hello Ashley. Hello again. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe this week. Yeah, we're staying safe. It's a little temperature here in the Great Basin desert of Nevada. Doesn't know what it wants to do. It's snowing, it's cold, sun, cold. I don't know. It's got some issues. Hello, Mr. Baker, and we'll talk about Mr. Baker. That's the other thing that we're going to talk about. Talk about a little bit about the comp build because I do want to make videos on it, you know, like the cool kids do. But I don't want to spoil it either. So, but we'll talk a little bit about it. We got some progress and maybe where we're gonna go. So, again, thanks for joining me, and let's go. So let's talk about Losi and that side-by-side. First, everybody thought, and even I was, you know, curious if Chris at Hemi Storm was trying to troll us again, and then I thought, well, that's a little too soon. I don't think that's in his taste, in his flavor, if you will. And then I saw it on Big Squid RC, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's legit, but no, other people did post what he posted, so maybe that was that. And then I just kind of left it as is. We were talking about it in the mod chat, and then I'm like, I'll just let it roll. We'll see what happens. And lo and behold, it's real. It is a real RC car. If I'm counting correctly, I think that's the 14th new release of Ready to Run in 2023. I could be wrong. My numbers are... It's the reason why I'm a social science teacher and not a math teacher. So, and I know dates are important in history, but believe it or not as much as you think. So let's take a look on that on the little right screen share, and there we go. This is from the Losi website, and preferably I like the blue one. I like the stock razor looking. Here is the Fox. That looks cool, but I mean, seen that before, and that's why I kind of like the blue one. I haven't seen this in person yet. Maybe the next time I'm in any hobby store, but next time in RC country, just to pick up supplies, I'm going to take a look at it. Say 10 scale, 1/10 Razor Ray 4-wheel drive, brushless, ready to run Polaris. And I gotta think this is gonna be a hot seller in my neck of the woods because a lot of people own these and they like to go grocery shopping. They'll drive through McDonald's, get things, Starbucks. They'll go to weddings in it. I don't know. So, I bet a bunch of people are gonna get this. It does look really cool. I really like this color, this look of it as it is, and it's gonna be interesting. $620 retail. All right, and that would be your hobby store price too, because they, if it's a good hobby store, they do match what the manufacturers put out there as well. So, the only thing is, the battery, getting to the battery a little more difficult, but not that difficult, and the body comes off instead of like some door that opens up on the other ones. But I saw some reviews, and there's a lot of heavy-duty plastic through there. Anything that you see color in blue, that's Lexan. And probably the drivers as well, but a thicker Lexan and painted on the outside. But everything else is that heavy-duty plastic. And, it looks like it. And the shape of it, it could roll over and roll back and just be like a ball of fire, really. I'm kind of curious. They put KM3s on there from BF Goodrich. I don't know. That's cool. I don't know. Are those 1.9s or they something else? They say. Let's see. We got some features here. 2S or 3S, 45 miles per hour. Yeah, we'll see about that. They always, that's if you're like Traxxas, that's you change your gearing and all that. Big jumps and bumps. Body clips. I don't know about the size of tires. I'll have to look at that later. But there's a nice little video. Let's see. Let's play a little video here. Hope I'm not infringing on anything. Copyrights. We'll just turn it down in case that shows up on the thing. Raceline wheels. Half mile. King of the hammers. Let's get to the good stuff. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Look at that thing go. That'd be fun. I don't know if in my immediate future, but that looks fun. Ooh, I could take that out to Sand Mountain east of Fallon. If anybody knows Sand Mountain, it's literally the name. It's a sand of mountain. It's a mountain of sand. Out there in the Pioneer Pony Express Highway 50 trail. So that looks fun. Oh, I know that from BMG. That's the beginning of the hammer rake. That's apparels and sales. Cool. Anyways, that is the new Losi. So tell me what you think. Would you get one? Is it worth it to you? Are you at least interested? Or is it a hard pass? I don't know. So, Heavy Storms was better in my opinion. Yeah, what he did, I'm surprised. Maybe that's a future, maybe a future release. Maybe Losi ask, can we borrow that? Can we look at that real quick and see what exactly he did? I don't know. Something like that might take a two years to develop and everything. So we'll see. Even though he refurbished from the Hammer Ray and then I think the Intensity, so it could be done. Who knows? Be Brave Joe. Comp with a Gen 0 Red Cat. I have the Everest in the garage, and I have the Gen 8 in the garage. These were hand-me-downs from Josh at Vanquish, because they were just one was literally sitting up in a rafter. And I think he even said, I don't think we even opened it. I'm pretty sure that was the Gen 7. I'm not 100% sure. I like them. I don't mind them. I haven't run the Gen 7 yet the Everest. I'm almost curious to make it kind of look better and then make a running video for the heck of it. Make it look retro. I don't know. We'll have fun with it. I'm glad I have it. I'll take it. What else we got here? Honestly, it looks like a toy to me. The body just looks off. Well, I can see where it looks like a toy, and I think that's where the wheels, changing the wheels out would good that, and that's what I said about the BF Goodrich. I love KM3s, but I'm not sure so stoked I'm on a razor. And obviously we could play around with the improving the interior, maybe some lights as well to add to it. So, and rock lights, I could see like that. Maybe some metal bits, especially the rear trailing arm, maybe some things like that. I don't know. I still like it, but like I said, it's not immediately on my radar. And for that price, I'm almost thinking I want to get my Hammer Ray before that, or even the Losi Mega Truck, the Bog Hog one. So eventually, that's for me. I don't know. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please. I would love and appreciate that. What else we got? The Think RC driver cracked 2 wheels on his. Oh wow. See, so, and gosh, I just wish I knew what size wheels those were. I mean, obviously, I would think that since it's kind of big, it's not. It should be 1.9. It should work. I think let's see, that would be fun at Sand Mountain. Yeah, that would be fun. Put some paddles on there. Oof, there you go. If you don't know Sand Mountain, east of Fallon on Highway 50, and it could turn into its own little city at times, especially on the holidays, a 3-day weekend, especially maybe even this weekend. I doubt it, this 3-day weekend. But even Thanksgiving weekend, it turns into its own little city. And it's just this mountain of sand, and it moves around. It never stays the same. But for some reason, it just stays in that area and right in that little thing. And history-wise, there's a Pony Express way station there, and it's just rocks that they could find to make walls, but there was no trees around there, so it had no roof, had no nothing. So there was no shelter from the sun. Brutal. And even being out there, brutal without your RV. So go to Sand Mountain. It's good. And if you can find Middlegate and the restaurant there, go to Middlegate. There's a good restaurant there. They have good burgers. The only thing there at Middlegate is this restaurant. Pretty good, folks. What else we got here? Let's see. Hard pass for me, Joe. Okay, actually, yeah, I get. There's some. Can't please them all, and at the same time, there's other things to get. There's, like I said, there's so many releases right now. It's crazy, and it's only February, right? It's not March yet. So, and if that number's true, let's say 12 to 13 releases within almost a month's time, month and a half time. Wow, there's going to be a lot of products out there. It's going to be interesting. I have it on 101 and I don't drive it. Well, Eric, I might want to borrow that. Mostly to tow this big metal beam and take care of these sagebrush that's going to grow up in here. And actually, I do want one. A friend had one, but he sold it. And he lives out there in Gardnerville, which is a good place to go trekking. I mean, that's where, what's his name, Slauson is located. He has a little warehouse out there and builds the bomber there out in the Pine Nut area of Gardnerville, south of Gardnerville, yeah. And it looks like a lot of fun to go trekking. And I got Como Mountain right in front of me. I would love to something like this and just go up there for a day. So I don't know. We'll see. Or a few dollars more, and you can have a Vanquish Pro. This is true. This is true. You can't argue that. And I think hopefully everybody. If you don't have a Vanquish, if you don't have a Vanquish yet, get the Ready to Run. It's nice. It's good. It's fun. If you are in the hobby a little bit and you want that top shelf piece of RC machinery, get yourself a Vanquish Pro. I literally, every time I take that, or even the Phoenix, definitely even either or, and the kit version of obviously, I'm giddy. I just like, oh, let's go train, let's have fun, and then I'm just like, this is great. You know, it is a fun truck, and I cannot get enough of those. I love them, and I haven't broken anything. I think I forgot to charge a battery, or maybe that was Eric. Eric, did you forget to charge a battery, or did I forget? Someone might. I had to tighten something down that was simple and silly. Probably one of my wheel nuts on the wheels. So, anyways, get yourself a VP. RC sailors did get close to the 45 miles per hour speed. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Because, that's like every time working in a hobby store, and then people come in and they're new to the hobby, and Traxxas is smart. They put that 65 plus mph, and everybody goes, that goes that fast, or even like that, whatever goes fast. And I think, yeah, but you have to change the gearing. Maybe a pinion gear, maybe a spur gear, or maybe both. And that's how you get up to those speeds. And then they go, oh, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't blame them. You're new to the hobby and all that. But out of the box, I think mostly are like, especially the upper shelf Traxxas, 35, maybe 40. And then change some gears and you can have some fun. But, everybody wants to go fast. I don't know. That cost would cover the Tika electronics for my straight axle Phoenix. Yep, there you go, Outcast. I know. I need to finish my straight axle. It's so close. I just got to. The weather, I don't know. The weather's kind of better. I don't know. It's dark again. I don't know. I got a little heater in the garage to kind of get it warmer there, but it's still so cold. I have started painting again. It's out there right now, and yeah, I gotta get going, especially on my Phoenix. I have a Phoenix, and we all know who pressured me into getting it. It was me. It was you. Oh, it was you that got the low battery. Peer pressure, Mike J, can be healthy sometimes, especially in my business. When I don't have a client that wants to listen to me, I kind of just set up where peers try to push them into that. So, in any case, let's have a little shout out here to the last few things. In the last 9 days, I have some new subscribers. I don't know if they're here, but hopefully they join us. We got Kenneth Brown, so a new subscriber. Yay. Ridge RC, awesome. And Pipelander1104 subscribed within the week. So, thank you. Welcome to the Moosejaw channel, body shop, all that fun stuff and everything. I got more content coming out. That's my goal now. Now that I'm getting used to Adobe Pro and all that fun stuff, I'm liking it. Who was that, Mike? Yeah, who was that, Mike? Eric to taking the blame for Phoenix. Yeah. So, what else can we talk about? We could talk about bodies real quick before we go into the dark into the F1 world. So a little update on a little sneaker preview for those joining us before I make another episode 2 of joining the Mile High Crawl. I got my electronics in place, and I got my battery tray in place, and thank you to the folks at Reefs RC. I got a winch and a 888 servo. Steering servo, and it's all lined up and in. I still gotta make sure some things are on. I got my Hobby Wing 2300. All right, Pro. I was waiting for the, I don't know, whatever they call it, the cheaper one that's like $70, but it was still out of stock, and I said, well, I'm gonna get it now because, and even though it's less than 4 months away. I don't know how much longer than that. Yeah, it's 4 months away. I'm always nervous that certain things, and you probably experienced this, you try to look for something, and it's not in stock. And you get that dreaded out of stock in red. And that hits me a lot. And so that's when I got my servo winch, definitely. And that's why I went with the Pro motor, because it was in stock. I would have gotten the other one and tried it out, but didn't quite get it. And yeah, so we have that in place. It's the wire's there. They're not connected or anything, but I have everything. Electronic wise. So I just gotta find a day to buckle down and sit down. So we do. So we got this all in there. Let's get the wires a little bit out of the way so we can see this more. And even the on-off button, I don't know that. So basically, let's get a nice up close. Hopefully this looks good. Well, let's get off the Let's get onto one camera. Duh. Come on, Joe. Main camera. Boom. There we go. Hi. How you doing? Welcome. So anyways, we got the reefs all in there. And I gotta get the line on there and everything. And it looks pretty good. I like how it lined up. We might, there's a nice, they inserted, well, they cut a hole, I guess you would say, down the middle. And I wonder if I could mount this to give it room and get this winch servo further back. Right now it's just the regular holes that you put in there, and it's a little up front, and I'll explain why that's a little peculiar problem. Got the 888 direct power, looking forward to that. Everything's on pin hard mount. We got the motor in there. Yay, there it is. And then we did a little battery. There we go. We got the battery in there, and there's my receiver. It's just wedged in place right now. I think I'm gonna get some styrene, make a little plate for it, and then maybe a beam that goes down on top of the skid plate just to hold in place. I'm probably gonna just shoe glue it in. I know that's so barbaric, but I think that's where I'll have my receiver, or I might just do it and maybe double-sided tape right there. All right. So either way, it's gonna be low and out of the way. I kind of like it even more. Oops, not there, but kind of how it just wedges in. And like I said, make a better mount for it. Let's get it. There we go. I kind of like that too, where it's just literally. Oops, get this wires out of it. Right there on the side, and you can see really low and out of the way. We're gonna clean up the wires. We're gonna cut it up. We're gonna get some servo connector kits so we can make those shorter and not too short, but you know, where everything just goes right to the wire, no zigzags and all that. Kind of clean it up. On the battery mount, let's get the battery out, and it's kind of tricky to get the battery. Well, it's not that tricky. Anyways, so the carbon fiber piece, and I did sacrifice something from Eric Baker gave me, and it's basically, I got a couple of risers to just clear it, clears everything, and as you can see, it's going to be nice and low and tucked in. And just two screws that go into the side of the VS410, the VFD, no, the skid mark, the VS410 skid mark. It had just enough, and I just drilled and got two in there. I probably put a little shoe glue or CA glue just to make it a little stronger, and it's in. So I got that all taken care of, and we're gonna get this running. And this is still potentially just my class 2. I'm hoping to do class 1. Well, I am doing class 1. I signed up for it. I'm still on the fence of using this for class 1 and class 2. There was a little concern that shock hoops, class 1 shock hoops have to be attached, but that's the old rules. And maybe we'll get the rules up and clarify some stuff. So I might still be able to use still flat skid plates. It's not angled, so I got that cleared. And then we got another pair of Hyrex. This is my third set of Hyrex. 1, 2, maybe 3. So this might be my fourth set of Hyrex. I know this is the go-to tire, but I've never really had good luck with them. But since it's class 1, this is probably the most aggressive wheel tire out there. So I gotta do that. Got G8 compound. I might, when we get closer to the event, buy a Predator compound and put them on some other wheels just to have with them and go and put them on if I really want to get that technical. But it's coming together. We're gonna get the motor plate cover, the spur gear cover on there, but we're gonna have to chop it in half, I think, or 3/4, because there's just too many wires going by it to have it out in the open. So we don't want it. I mean, unless I'm really good at making sure the wires are out of the way. But if I have them even slightly loose, that could cause a lot of trouble. We don't want that, especially since the electronics are very expensive. We did put hardened gears in there. I didn't put the 21% overdrive gears in yet because I'm just on the fence of that, of how much overdrive do I want. I did get the underdrive rear axle gears, the spur and pinion for the rear housing. I just haven't put them in yet, and I think that gains 6%. I have to double check. So there it is. But here's the beauty part. We got some beauties. So Eric Baker, again, thank you so much. We've got a printed 3D body. And obviously we're going to cut it up a little bit. But it looks perfect to scale with this. And let's see if I can get this in the right spot. I still have to cut it, so I have to put it on the side. So we got that going. That's going to be fun. It's going to sit just right about there. But the thing is, we might go higher a little bit. I don't know yet. Because this truck body, this is off of a file of I would say a 1958 International Harvester R190. And that's a semi-truck back then. It's not like a power wagon truck. It's a big body. But Eric, I should say, sized it to basically an ecto width. So we have that. And I love it. It's going to look good. I got a lot of sanding to do. I got supplies coming. I read some how-tos on that and the steps to take that, and not a problem. And Eric did a great print on that. We even got doors somewhere. I forget where I put the doors. But we got that. And then the piece of resistance is the grill. All right? So you can see where the International Harvester. The thing is, how much of this grill we use. If we look at Matt's off-road recovery and his big record that he's building, and he's using a R200. He actually, instead of having the fancy grill, and then you gotta understand it has 3 horizontal pieces that go across, which looks so classic. And we might do that. We might be able to do that if we put it right there. But that does create some problem with it being low and maybe hitting a rock or two here. All right, let's get that right. All right, so we have that. So what I might do is like what Matt's Off-Road did, they just used the top half here, all right, and place it kind of lower a little bit. And I can do this. I know I can do it. It's all within my ability. So it might sit lower instead of up here and the body way up there. Even though that might look a little scaler. I don't know. That's hard to say. So we got that, and that's going to be, again, I'm on the fence. I think that's the Class 2 body. That's the class. We're just going to say it. That's the Class 2 body. We got some scale mill supplies. So we're going to do the interior up a little bit. We will have a full interior. And no foam craft or anything. Got to figure out a driver still. I threw away my GIMP from Scale Nationals. I just thought it was creepy. So I got rid of that. We'll see what we find. We'll keep an eye out and so forth. So, let's see. Has support one of your things? Let's see. Yes. Yeah, Phoenix knows that I have some carbon fiber bits for him too. As soon as I ship them, I gotta ship them. I'm not being an educator. You get paid once a month, and tomorrow's payday, hopefully. So, waiting for that so I can ship that to my friend Phoenix. Can you go back 3 minutes? I was cutting aluminum. There you go. Back 3 minutes. Just time travel back, Mike. All right. Tony Mazza. Hey, Mazza. And speaking of Mazza, Mazza's got a project for me for the ASD. And that's down the ways, but not too much down the ways. But Right now, some people are hitting me up, and I say, you know what? I'm not taking any more orders right now. Whoever's hit me, you're in the queue. And Phoenix, and really, honestly, Moz is the last one until I get that done. And probably with all that, there might be some changes to Moosejaw headquarters. We will see. Yeah, I'm not taking any more orders for a while unless I feel like I could get it done right away. I just need to get this pile done too. I'm tired of looking at it. I'm tired of procrastinating or trying to get my artistic motivation going. But so anyways, that's back to this. Good to see you, Tony. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to see you. I hope to see you soon. Joe, you need a better microphone. Really? I got a good Yeti Black here. I don't know. Maybe I need to get it closer is what I think it needs. Because if I'm up here, you'll get my radio voice. Just saying. So we'll see. I'll make sure I stay closer. We'll work on that. You can see it's just right. Oh, he's out of view. Just that. Well, there's that little bit right there. Hello, Darren. Darren. Oh, good. My friend Darren, who's getting me into buggy racing. That's another thing that's coming up. We're gonna go buggy racing here soon. There, Whip It RC and Whip It Good. We'll see about that. I mean, it's gonna happen. Mine will be simple. Nothing you can't handle. I know, but you know me, Tony. I mean, if it's for a cause, there's a little pressure to make sure it goes well, and that's another thing. So it's going to a cause, a good unfortunate cause that we'll have. So anyways, class 1. So we got our wonderful Tada Hyrax with some Vanquish goodies and everything. And this is going to be the class 1. And this is from Westmade, who made a whole bunch for Team Garage Hack. And I got through Team Garage Hack. And it was ironic because I asked Wes if he had any extra bodies laying around. Because I was thinking, I need something unique for Class 1. So we did that. And what we have is the Volkswagen truck, which did exist. They are real. All right. And that's going to be my Class 1. And the width is just, if I put it on this chassis, it's just good where the shock towers slip right in and rest right against the inside here. So it's going to be slightly hidden, slightly not. And I'll have a deep bed, as they said. I didn't buy the interior. Maybe I'll get it later. I don't know. I thought maybe I could do it myself, but this is my Class 1. But also I got to read the rules and make sure it covers into Class 1. All right. And Wes, this is the first piece I've gotten from Westmade. I talked to him a little bit at Nationals, but he's been busy doing other stuff. And it comes with rear fenders for this, for the bed. Comes with pre-cut windshield and other windows and headlights, headlight housings, light housings, 3D printed, looks like, yep. And yeah, and rear window. Is there side windows, little side windows? No, but I could do that. That's easy. So, and this was $150, but I think it's going to be worth it. That's going to be so cool. And if we try to put on a chassis, this is why I need to figure out the front winch mount and its location. I mean, I could clear it. I mean, it basically rests on the servo. And the thing is, I want it to be able to maybe go a little lower. So imagine, if you will. All right. And this is why it's Class 1, because I think Class 1 tires will definitely go better with that wheel well there. And it should go back a little bit, but that's it. It's hitting the servo. So we got to see if that servo can go back a little bit. I have some cutting to do to clear the back there and everything. Not a big deal. And then the bed, like I said, the bed will slip right on there. I just got, again, some cutting and trimming and all that kind of stuff. We're going to do some metal work for the rear cage. What dropped? Let's not lose anything, shall we? We're going to do a rear roll cage for it. Truck bed roll cage. And get some points for a hard body. Yay. And again, we'll have this, so we can have an interior driver and all that fun stuff. The other thing is only I can think of is that if I go another route, which is to build a whole new truck. I did get a extra parts box from Josh, and it had a couple chassis in there, chassis rails, one element and one axial. We'll see if we use that. What I'm hoping for, and we'll go back to the share screen here. This one I'm hoping for Class 1 is the Class 1 leaf spring chassis kit from Brazen Scale. Excuse me. So I might take the flinging haggis and take the axles off of that and I'll keep the haggis, the flinging haggis, but I'm gonna use some of its component. I'm gonna use all its components to get this. If this ever comes available, right now it's sold out. Of course. See, I told you. And why leaf spring? I know. Why not? You know. I think Class 1 should be leaf spring, if you ask me. I think that should be a requirement. But a nice kit nonetheless. I don't have the means for the housings and such. I could later on maybe, but I'm just going to go that route. Eric Baker did show me somebody who makes leaf springs to go on like axial chassis and such. We might go that route too when it comes up, but that's what I'm looking for. They have in stock. If you haven't been to Brazen Scale, it's a nice website actually. I like it. Let's go to chassis kits, and they have a C1 Pro chassis kit, so you can use links and such, and that one's pretty neat as well. They come with the mounts, the 3D printed servo mounts and the skid plate, different placements for your shocks and so forth. Yeah. So there you go. So which route? Would you go leaf spring or would you go with links? You know, for me, I really, really do want that leaf spring. Matt ran it. He put this in his Marlin, his old Marlin, and how it improved the RC four-wheel drive that he really fixed up as much as he could. Said this was a mass improvement. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping I get that. So we shall see. We hope that is on the agenda. So let's go back to the main camera. So let's go back to comments. As I get them, can you? Yeah, time travel. Yes, I need a better mic. Okay, guide him, Tony. Guide him. Guide me to the way. In fact, Darren, I gotta paint your body. I'm adding that to the queue. So we gotta meet so I can start painting it because Darren got the Team Associate B6.4D for dirt and all that. And it looks like a fun kit to put together for a buggy wise. And he went full ham on everything, I think. And if not, he's going to go for more ham. Yeah, I'm going to paint the body for him just for the heck of it. He's the guy who got me in this hobby. So we got that to thank him for. So thank Darren B. My wife won't thank you, but everybody else here will. Let's see. My paint jobs are simple and Moosejaw's 100%. Thank you, Mike J. I'm no Hemi Storm. I'll say that. But and I found another guy online who refuses to use stencils and all that. He does all liquid mask, and he does really good work. I just wish I had the time for it. I wish I had the eyes for it and patience. But yeah, I like the stencils. I need to do more liquid mask and experiment with that. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. All right. So Darren B says, I have all the ham. No more ham to buy. Good, because you gotta make it hard for me and our fellow race mate Jesse to race against you. You know, I'm almost like, I'll just get ready to run. We shall see. We'll see how full ham I go there and down that rabbit hole. All right, so it is currently 6:40 on the Moosejaw Hour, and we've talked about comp trucks and all that. I will say I'm not doing Class 3. I did find it interesting that Harley's on the live stream, Matt and Josh were talking about using the new SEX 10 Pro for Class 3, and maybe that you get some rear wheel steering. Let's get that on the good old interweb. And I was almost thinking, maybe I do want to do Class 3, and then I'm like, nah, I really don't. Pro, let's see, where are we? Let's go to the website. Come on, where are you? There you are. I'll go to A-Main website here. Why not? Not like I get a discount from them, so I can show it to you. Right screen. There we go. So we got this new kit. And I have to say, this was pretty outside the box for Axial and brilliant. This is a good move. Out of some of the things we've seen lately from them, this was a good marketing, maybe niche. But then again, it's a builder. It's still like a builder's kit. You know, different transmission, and we'll see how that is and everything. I think the transmission looks good. I like how it's low and then scale up the inside nonetheless. So the shocks interest me. I almost want to see about that. This is what you get, folks. This is, as they call, a slider. I don't know what they're going to do with the body, mostly because it doesn't fit the Sorka rules anymore. But I mean, they're gonna make it available, and honestly, if like the local comps, I can see this being very popular. All right, there's a little top view. Yeah, top view. I like those sliders too, and how you could take them off and everything. You could take bits off and change it for different body styles. And the axles look pretty good. That housing, servo mount and all that fun stuff. But it's a good looking chassis. It is kind of curious that it is exactly the same width back to front. No narrowing or anything. Would have been nice to maybe see that play, but then again, what do you do with all, you got the tooling for the stock width of a bumper, so I guess you have to keep that. That kind of makes sense. In the end, how much would that mean difference-wise? I don't know. Maybe some clearance-wise. I don't know. But that's a nice design. It is designed, or at least influenced by a comp crawler. It wasn't Trujillo, or I thought it was actually Randall who developed this, but nope, it was a new guy there at Axial, and who is avid comp crawler. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty neat. And this actually got, I think he said third place, second place, or third place at the 2021 Nationals in Vegas. I don't think it was at Alabama. I could be mistaken though. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty interesting what that does. I want to get a pair of those shocks. I'm gonna wait till I hear about these shocks, because I know that this is the kind of style shock you want for comping. So we might have to get those and everything. But other than that, yeah, we'll see. And it's not, I can't use it for Class 1 because of the skid plate. Skid plate being at a slight angle. You can kind of see how it goes up there. Let's see if we have a better picture of it. I don't see one here, to tell you the truth. Maybe that. Yeah. You can see how it slightly goes up. It's not much of an angle, but it makes it illegal for Class 1. So, c'est la vie. It's okay. So, yeah. So we have that from Axial, which I think is brilliant, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, what are your thoughts on the Pro? You got one on your wish list, on your A-Main wish list, or any wish list? I don't know. I think this would have to wait to see if I get interested in Class 3, but it's just not, for me, it's not going to happen right away. I like Class 1, the scale aspect, and Class 2 because that's what mostly RC crawling trucks are. So we have that. All right. Let's see. What else we got there? Let's see. You got mine on order and electronics in hand. Good for you, Curtis. Good luck with that. I think it's gonna be great. You know. And there was some joke like, "Oh, we'll change out the chassis and all that." I don't think you need to. I don't know, unless somebody designs one that actually makes it kind of a difference, or maybe you get a more I don't want to say extreme angle on this lower part of the skid plate, but yeah, we'll see. You got it. You got what you got. You know. All right, folks. So let's see what else we got. We burned through the script of what we were going to talk about. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about Formula One, weren't we? Let's talk Formula One. Let's go Instagram. There was some things going on there about showing. There was some posts showing all the liveries, and I think it's gonna be an exciting year. I hope it's not like last year where spoiled brat Max Verstappen, whatever you want to say, ran away with it and then got away with it with a $4 million over budget thing. Give me a break. And everybody seems, I think a lot of these Formula, I know this is not RC, but you know, it deals with cars. Focus, Instagram. But it's interesting that a lot of these teams are getting more sponsors, more money, more investment. So I think that's kind of cool, especially for me since I'm Team Alfa Romeo, which is what 2 years away of not being there anymore, which is really weird not to hear Alfa Romeo not in Formula One is switching to Audi. Let me see if I can find it here, folks. Where's my search? There's my search. F1 store. That shows on my search. And we haven't bought anything yet. Shh. I'm trying to see if last year's apparel is on sale is what I'm looking for. Because, dang, Formula One stuff is expensive. I don't understand that. So here we go. We're going to share the screen here. And there's the liveries. Let's see if I could get it up. I can't move there. But apparently everything's black. So you got the American team, Team Haas, and maybe because of their sponsors, they're the first ones to reveal black. I thought Red Bull was going to do something different, and I think it goes from black to blue, or now it's just black, I think. Yeah, so they're just black. Williams, not much black, but you know, some in the wing, and they got their blue going. So that looks good. Here's the Alfa Romeo. A little disappointed in that. Should have some white in there, man. Get in there. Red, white, and black is good. Even the Tari team, a very dark blue, almost black, where there are some black items. McLaren, again, more black around it, but still with the blue and yellow. I wish they'd just go with a full Gulf Oil Company logo. Aston Martin looks the same, but again, more black on the lower part. You even got Ferrari with a little more black. You got Mercedes going all black, and then you got the pink coming back, the BWT sponsorship of Alpine, but with black accents. So everybody's going into the dark side. And I keep wondering how that's going to help with on the track, those people who keep an eye physically during the race and making sure they know which car they're looking at. I'm glad there's some color in here, but and honestly, I wish my team Alfa Romeo, and Go Bottas, but I wish there was a little bit more white in there. It's just, it just makes me. It's like this is what you came up with. Come on, folks. So, anyways, what are your thoughts on the looks of F1 cars? Who do you think what team do you like? Who do you think is going to make a difference this year? Because here's the thing, Formula 1's getting more interested and more money than it already had. So, and the Netflix is coming out soon. I think they announced the titles to the 10 episodes, so it's kind of interesting. I'm going to see if I can't get Mrs. Moosejaw to sit down and watch one episode. But she's not happy. She knows too much about the people who really run F1 and not happy with some of those people, which I can understand. I can agree with, but I like cars. And I like the aspect of Formula One. It's pretty neat. I like this, and I like Valtteri Bottas. I think he plays hockey. What can you not like about the guy? He likes good brew, he likes good vodka, and he likes good coffee. He likes hockey, and he drives an Alfa Romeo. Perfect. Hopefully he could get on the podium this year with that car. So we'll see. Alfa Romeo's. Thanks, Phoenix. Yeah, no digging all the black teams saying the paint weighs too much. That's crazy. It gets down to that little. Yeah, I remember working at a Napa auto parts store, and we had to order some BMW paint for someone's BMW. And I kid you not, it was light. It was lighter than this half-filled water bottle. It's amazing the science of, and that was white paint, so add some white, Alfa Romeo. It's amazing just how lightweight and computerized and all that. Even though I think the cars are heavier than they used to be, but how you put that weight and where, who knows? But yeah, I don't know. Out of all of them, I think I like Team Alpine. I like that. Pink, black, white, blue, whatever. Looks cool. I like that one. Soon to be 20 full episodes. Carbon cars running. Exposed carbon. Yeah, we'll see. I can't imagine sitting in one of those things and thinking you're going to be safe. I mean, even older cars, especially the older cars. What made them think this is a good idea? They have more guts than that. Every team is going raw carbon fiber to save weight. Yeah, and that's cool. And these teams, they do this for us when we get our commercial grade cars. So we'll have to see. I hope it's gonna be a better year than last year. Last year was boring until the end. Finally, we had some good races. But if I see Max Verstappen again, and honestly, what's up with Max? Does he sleep in his Red Bull jersey and everything? I mean, he's out to dinner. He's jet skiing. He's playing video games in Red Bull attire. It's like, okay, I get it. I got it. He's on a yacht. He's in a red. I was like, come on. Jeez, wear something else. Sorry, Joe, Ferrari forever. Well, see, Outcast, I'm okay with that because Team Alfa Romeo from Italy, and they're powered by a Ferrari. So we're good. Until that Audi comes around. I know. A VW Bug had 13 pounds of paint on it. So it would make a difference. I can imagine. Wow. Really? Look at you, Phoenix. We're going to call you the Cliff Clavin of this group. Every team is going, yeah. So I'm actually interested in finding the Tamiya Formula One RC car and then paint it up if I was the owner of Team Alfa Romeo and paint it up my own way. We shall see. It's not in stock right now. All right, folks, it's 6:54. We talk real cars, so let's get off of that. And I'm looking forward to it. I was almost wanting to go to Vegas, but Josh made a good point. You could see more of the race in your own. Maybe get a hotel that overlooks the race, but you watch it on TV. That might be kind of smart to do. Maybe I'll talk to Mrs. Moosejaw about that. I am thirsty. All right, so that's what we got so far. We got some bits. We got some. I don't know. I didn't get much mail call. I got some foams. I got one more foam to put into the Class 1 tires. I mean, I think I'll like these. I hope I like these. I hope they work just fine. Heavy, I got my weights in there, brake weight, and then even inside I got the Vanquish brass weight in there. So we got it good. We just got to figure out what chassis we're going to put it on. We're going to put on this, or we're going to put it on something else. Are we going to build an RC car 2 weeks before 2 weeks before we get on the airplane. I got my airplane tickets on hold. I haven't paid for them yet or anything. I'm just waiting for my paycheck to come in, and I found a flight there and back for $340. All right, economy. That's fine. We'll see about rental cars. The group's thinking about maybe renting 2 vans. One for those going to comp, one for the groups that want to go out shopping. We shall see, or go get food and all that kind of stuff. Looking forward to it. The area looks so beautiful. I can't wait to get there and see everything. But it's going to be a great time, and I'm looking forward to it. And I gotta review those stinking rules. And we got about 4 minutes, so let's see if we can find the rules for Sorka for Class 1. I don't need that anymore. I need this, and then this, and then we'll go here, we'll go there. It's funny how I took it for granted that building an RC car was going to be just fine and easy for comp. And because I've watched plenty of episodes, probably like you have, and then I'm surprised, like, oh, I better make sure I'm not breaking a rule, like Josh. That, I want to make sure I'm competing within the rules, and the actual rules. And I didn't think there would be a difference between Class 1. Oh, look, somebody's done. Let's share this. I just saw this. Somebody's got the Team Garage Hack body going. That looks nice. All right, so somebody beat me to it, but we'll get caught up. That's nice. See, and there's his chassis. See, and there's those shocks. I gotta do all that stuff. Oof. All right. Anyways, we'll get out of there. So let's go back to Team Garage Hack, and let's see. They had the rules somewhere here. They gave a little information on the refunds that didn't mean to go back to people. So, am I passing the rules? I thought maybe I go here. There we go. Maybe we'll find. So yeah, they had a problem with Eventzilla return refunds. I got money back, and I'm like, well, I still have my ticket, and I didn't want a refund. So and they said, yeah, keep your tickets. You're still going. I'm like, okay, that's good. I don't know what's the mascot called? Stick? I don't know. Hostile general chat. We have the rules. Here are the rules. And open up with Google Docs. Yeah, let's open up with Google Docs. Why not? Jeopardy theme. We're gonna run out of time. I'm just doing this so I could get bigger, and so we could see it more. So we'll go 150. There we go. And we still loading? Yeah, we're still loading because it's Google. Come on. Let's hit refresh. Annoying me. That's why I hate Google. I have to deal with it at work. So anyways, you can't see this too good. But anyways, let's go to Class 1. See if we got Class 1 stuff. Class 1. Did we start there? Winching and all. I got to read those rules too. Oh, Class 1. 419s wheels. We got that. No external tire modifications allowed. Okay, we're clear. Bandless, all pin powder Losi. So that's on tires. The rectangle, they have this thing of a rectangle here on what your car should look like. So I think my tires being exposed like that will be good. I have to see about the side. I think it just makes it. I hope. I could put a spacer in between the cab of that Volkswagen truck body to kind of spread it out a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm fine. At least looking at this diagram, that I'm okay. The thing prohibited mobs, rear steer. Okay, we're not doing it. Dig, no. Tires, we got that. So bumpers that are part of the body mold qualify if they meet specs, which I means it takes shape of it. Molded body bumpers may be replaced with chassis-mounted bumpers. Okay. Tires may not extend beyond the front or rear bumper. Yeah, we're good on that. Yeah, we will be good, especially with the smaller tires. Big tires, yeah, it goes way past that. Bumpers, front bumpers required. Rear bumpers required. Must be at least wide as the respective rectangle perimeter. So I got to make it as wide as the body, conform to the body, I think, a little bit. Vertical height of bumper material must be at least 1.25 inches. All right, we'll figure that out. Tube bed, we could do that. We're definitely going to do that. A bed construction tube type material that mimics a pickup box bed must have a depth component, which we have. Must meet the rectangular, blah, 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 blah. We're good. Flat bed, not doing a flat bed. Regular beds, I guess we have a regular bed. Sorkaroos cab only, nah, we're not doing it. It's not allowed, so yeah. So we're good there. Pick up a tube. Body requirements, no part of the chassis or suspension can be visible when they penetrate through the body. That sounds kinky. Body mounted bumpers may be replaced with chassis. So I got to read that first part a little more. No part of the chassis or suspension can be visible when they penetrate through the body. So I would think the truck bed and not peeping through the roof, anything like that. Okay, so I think we're good there. And I can hide those. Even with styrene, I can hide those. That's easy. Steering, yeah, we got that. I do have a chassis, must have a chassis mounted steering servo. Hey, good. Got that. I prefer that anyway. Axle mounted steering servo of any kind is not allowed. Okay, rear steer is not allowed. Chassis, no part of the chassis or suspension can be visible when they penetrate through. So we got that. Adjustable length, okay, not worried about that. Skid plate is required and must be parallel, so we got that. Rear rectangle section, height. I need to see about the shocks. That's what I needed, shock towers. So again, that's the thing I guess I'm only worried about is the shock towers. They're saying that these rules say, and before you had to mount a physical shock tower. Now they're saying, like what I have, which is molded, is all part of, well, it's all the same piece, might be legal. So we'll have to see. So rules, I gotta read. Oh, the rules. Rules are made to be ignored. Oh, Mike J, I know. In any case, folks, it is now 7:03, so we are done with our attention span of 1 hour. We're gonna let you get back to maybe dinner, maybe a brew, maybe more tinkering on your RC trucks, maybe pay attention to your family members. It's up to you. Or you gotta go on a main and order some stuff. Again, thank you for joining the Moosejaw Hour. It's a lot of fun, and we're getting better. Apparently, I still have to work about. I'll go back and see what my mic sounds like. It might sound better right here. It might not sound better. I can see, even right here, I can hear that it's less echo. So I bet we'll have to work on maybe some sound stuff around here too. We will keep this channel going and improving. That's the whole idea. We didn't have any technical issues, so we're good. So thanks for joining the Moosejaw Hour. Please hit that like, subscribe, notifications, all the good bells and whistles. I appreciate it. As we go along, we'll get more enthused on this YouTube lifestyle that I'm living. And just want to make it something enjoyable for all of us. So, and have fun doing it. So thanks again. And as I always say, cheeseburgers and fries and goodbye.